36. Number 1 is Coombe Hill. Jamie Osborne, a 10-1 chance, and Jamie will be one of the 2 jockeys in this race wearing our jockey cam. Number 2 is Addington Boy, Richard Guest at 40-1. 3, Boss Doyle, Shea Barry at 8-1. Number 4 is Call It a Day, Adrian Maguire at 14-1. Number 5, 7 Towers, Peter Niven at 5s. 6-1, You Deep, Timmy Murphy at 14-1. 7, Sparky Gale, Brian Story, 20-1 chance. 8 is Marla, Carl Llewellyn at 25s. 9, Fiddling the Facts, Mick Fitzgerald in the saddle, 10-1. At 10's, Indian Tracker, number 10 Indian Tracker at 33-1. And Chris Moore taking the right. Avro Anson is a late non-runner, leaving 16. Number 12, Sail by the Stars, Steve Wynn at 20-1. 13, the Taoiseach, Richard Dunwoody, bidding to make it 4 out of 4 here at Hennessy, at Newbury today on Hennessy Day, 9-2. 14 is Teeton Mill, Norman Williamson at 4-1. 15, Fine Time, Graham Bradley at 10-1. Number 16 is Hymn of Praise, Jimmy McCarthy at 25s, and 17 is The Last Fling, Seamus Chirac at 33-1. Now,
it was 9-1 with Corals this morning. It's now 3-1 and clear favourite. There's no doubt it will start favourite. Teeton Mill been the anti-post favourite all week, easy to back at 5-1. The Taoiseach's 5-1. Boss Doyle is 8-1, with Fiddling the Facts also 8-1. Coombe Hill at 10-1 along with Fine Time, and Call It a Day, good money for that one, now 10-1, but it's all 7 Towers.
Well, the starter telling them to get back there. They're very anxious to get underway here in this Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Fiddling the Facts just behind the line. That's it. They stand in a better line now. Just 1 or 2 at the back. They're ready and under orders and away in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup of 98, and You Deep is the first to begin from Coombe Hill. Up there too is Marla in the early stages as they go to the first of 21 fences, all over the first OK. Just behind them is Call It a Day in the early stages, followed then by Teeton Mill the Grey. Further back then is in the yellow jacket on the near side as they come to the next Hymn of Praise. Jumping up out wider, Indian Tracker in company there with Boss Doyle and Sparky Gale as they continue their journey down the back. That's a view from our jockey cam as they head to the middle one down the side in the Hennessy in the early stages, and all on their feet as they continue their journey down the back. So Coombe Hill is the leader by 3 lengths to the Taoiseach in second as they come now towards fence number 4, and out very deep on the track, Indian Tracker's rider as carries our jockey cam here. But the leader is Coombe Hill by 2 lengths to You Deep on the inside of the Taoiseach, 1.5 lengths away. Then in third is the Grey, followed then Teeton Mill, then out wider as Marla as they come to the last one down the back. Indian Tracker's out wider. Call It a Day just behind them, followed by Fiddling the Facts, and well back in the field is Boss Doyle out wider. So too is Sail by the Stars at this stage from Addington Boy and Fine Time, and 7 Towers, the favourite, is second last as they leave the back on the first occasion, and last of all is The Last Fling. The Taoiseach leading them across the top of the course now towards fence number 6, leads by 3 lengths here to Coombe Hill in second. Then in third is Marla, who's up on the outside. A view from the jockey cam, the rider of Indian Tracker there, Chris Moore, as they head now towards the 6th. And it's the Taoiseach who led over it from Coombe Hill in second. Marla jumps it in third. Then in fourth position, just behind them, You Deep. Followed next in the field then by Call It a Day. Out wider on the track then is Indian Tracker. Followed then by Teeton Mill behind them with Fiddling the Facts. Call It a Day about 6 or 7 lengths off the pace as they straighten up for the judge now and head towards fence number 7. The Taoiseach is the leader from Coombe Hill on the far side. Then in third is Marla. You Deep runs fourth from Fiddling the Facts. They're followed then by Teeton Mill, who's tucked away on the inside of Call It a Day. Indian Trackers wider out, followed then next in the field in the centre by Boss Doyle. Then Sail by the Stars and Sparky Gale as we see the view from the jockey cam coming towards this open ditch, and that's the Taoiseach who jumped it well. The Taoiseach lands over in the lead here from You Deep in second, then Coombe Hill, the 96 winner, over on the far side in third, followed by Teeton Mill and the Grey in fourth as they head over that one from Marla. Then Fiddling the Fax is wider out. 2 lengths further back in the field, then Call It a Day from Sail by the Stars. Indian Trackers wider out on the track, followed then by Fine Time behind them. Then Boss Doyle from Sparky Gale as they head towards the next plain fence. Addington Boy behind them. Hymn of Praise well back in the field. Second last is the Last Fling, and the favourite, the very heavily back 7 Towers, is being shaken up in last position and not responding at all. Heading towards the water now. They jump it only once, and Coombe Hill led over it by a length and a half. To in second, we see the T-Shock. Then in third is You Deep, followed then by Fiddling the Fax in fourth. Then out deep on the track follows Indian Tracker as they head out of the straight now. Sail by the Stars is next, followed then by Teeton Mill, who's tucked away, going the shortest way on the inside from Marla. Half a length then to Call It a Day, followed by Boss Doyle as they head into the back now. They've opened up a gap of 2 or 3 lengths here at this stage over Sparky Gale and Fine Time. Back behind them, the Last Fling from Addington Boy, then Hymn of Praise as they head over the first one down the back. And 7 Towers has almost been pulled up. It's tailed off, I'd say. 15 lengths behind the second last horse, and getting a slap with a whip there from Peter Niven. No response at all. Over that one down the back, and Coombe Hill led there from You Deep. In third place, Teeton Mill, who seemed to hit that hard. The T-Shock is going well in third, followed then by Fiddling the Fax and Indian Tracker behind them. Boss Doyle is getting a bit closer out deep on the track, followed then by Marla, and further back is Call It a Day. The Last Fling being called on for an effort now as they continue their journey towards the second last one down the back. And the T-Shock now moving up on the outside to throw out a challenge, but ploughed through that one. Pulled up is Addington Boy at the tail of the field, and still a long last is 7 Towers. Along the back of the course now, and they race towards 6 out. And the leader here on the inside is You Deep. The first to rise from the T-Shock and Fiddling the Fax. Teeton Mills now grabbed hold of the bit. Coombe Hill's under pressure from Boss Doyle, has ridden along. 7 Towers has been pulled up. Indian Tracker behind them, followed by Marla. Then the Last Fling, a gap then to Sail by the Stars from Call It a Day and Fine Time. They leave the back now in the Hennessy, and the leader is You Deep by a length 2 in second. Teeton Mill then in third is Fiddling the Fax. A view from our jockey cam. Chris Maud getting up there in about 6th position on Indian Tracker as they race now towards 5 out. And on the inside, it's You Deep who's just the leader from Teeton Mill, led over it well. Fiddling the Fax in third, mistake by Indian Tracker. Further back then is the T-Shock, who's now coming under pressure, followed by Sail by the Stars. Then follows Boss Doyle from Marla and the Last Fling. But it's You Deep over on the far side who's just the leader. Teeton Mill now just slots in behind, followed then about 6 lengths away by Fiddling the Fax, and then Sail by the Stars, the T-Shock and Boss Doyle. 4 left to jump in the Hennessy. You Deep on the far side, just the leader, led over at a half length to Teeton Mill, who's going well. 8 lengths away then Fiddling the Fax from Sail by the Stars. The last ditch now in the Hennessy, and Teeton Mill on a tight rein races to the lead now, puts in a mighty leap at it, leads over it from You Deep. About 8 or 10 lengths then to Fiddling the Fax, mistake by Boss Doyle, then Sail by the Stars. A faller there, the Last Fling. As they come to the second last, Teeton Mill jumped at 5 in front of You Deep. They're about 8 or 10 lengths to Fiddling the Fax, followed by Boss Doyle, then Sail by the Stars, Hymn of Praise and Marla. 1 left to jump in the Hennessy, and it's Teeton Mill with a commanding break on the field, jumped it in spectacular style. In second is You Deep, third Fiddling the Fax, then Boss Doyle, but it's all over as then they come up towards the run-in now. 100 yards left to go, and punched right out, it's Teeton Mill who's going to go on and win the Hennessy in a canter. As they go to the line, Teeton Mill eased down, wins it by 15 lengths. You Deep is second. Third, Fiddling the Fax. Fourth, Boss Doyle, followed then by Hymn of Praise in fifth, then Marla sixth, then further back behind them is Sail by the Stars. The rest have been pulled up or didn't complete the course, and they include Fine Time, Call It a Day, Coombe Hill, Sparky Gale, Indian Tracker, also the T-Shock and Addington Boy. But the winner is Teeton Mill, Teeton Mill, owned by the Winning Line, trained by Venetia Williams and ridden by Norman Williamson, the winner of the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Second, number 6, You Deep, owned by David Johnson, trained by Martin Fight, ridden by Timmy Murphy. Third, number 9, Fiddling the Facts, owned by Mrs. E. Roberts, trained by Nicky Henderson, ridden by Mick Fitzgerald. And fourth, number 3, Boss Doyle. 7 finished in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Hymn of Praise was 5th, Marla was 6th, and Sail by the Stars 7th. But there's the winner. Mill, ridden by Norman Williamson at 5-1, trained by Venetia Williams. Second, number 6, You Deep, ridden by Timmy Murphy at 14-1. Third, number 9, Fiddling the Facts, Mick Fitzgerald at 9-1. And fourth, number 3, Boss Doyle, ridden by Shea Barry at 8-1. Now the favourite was number 5, Seven Towers, at 3-1.